If I may just give a very brief anecdote as well of someone that we've worked with, I've worked with in the past, Calum. He's a care leaver, he's in his 20s, and he was unemployed and in receipt of universal credit with a housing element. And I spoke to Calum yesterday, and he'd been out of work for a while when he managed to pick up a few shifts from an agency. So he was very excited, if a little anxious, because it was his first time getting back into work. Exactly what the benefits system is designed to be promoting in terms of confidence and aspiration. Unfortunately, there was an error with universal credit where the Department for Work and Pensions let him know that he was on the taper rate, but the taper rate was greater than the amount of work that he'd been doing. So that meant that he received less money than he anticipated that month. That was despite being careful, despite actually getting on the work ladder. To go to your point, Steve, about how hard is it to get to a person, Calum was let know through his journal, as they call it. So on the universal credit system, he saw it come up. It was an automated system. He really struggled to find any support, not just from the Department for Work and Pensions, but also from the local council. He found it difficult. He found them to be obstructive. In the end, he had to go to court because he ended up in rent arrears. He was about to get kicked out of his home, and he fought the case, and the judge basically agreed that there had been errors in the benefit allocation. After months of stress, Calum was allowed to stay in his flat, but that was a serious mental health crisis that happened over Christmas for Calum. It was an enormous amount of extra work that was preventing him from finding productive work. It was actually filling his days with this administrative burden and this financial strain that didn't need to be there. And in the end, it was Calum told me yesterday, through no fault of his own, he fell into rent arrears, and yet he believes society looks down on people in a situation like me. That's how he put it. And if we think about what the benefit system does, if it's encouraging people into work, you have to promote confidence in young people. You have to promote aspiration. To make them feel stigmatised and worthless is the opposite of what the system should be doing.